2nd and 5. He gets away from one. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because you know all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him, or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And bulldozing his way through. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Packers! So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And what was impressive to me is not just how much he wanted it, but how he fashioned it. I mean, he was shedding tacklers left and right, evading tacklers left and right, and when you think about the energy it takes to ward guys off, that's really impressive. He still managed to keep his balance and turn this into a fantastic run.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. And now here's a carry heading left. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Wilson gets rid of it quickly. Touchdown, Packers! A great play there, with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. It's a squibber picked up around the 27th. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's a play fake as they set up, and the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Able to record his 5th sack of the season. We had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the 1st quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
That's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there, and that will force a turnover on downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Carson will take the handoff out of the option play. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes the... Third down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Hands it off out of the gun. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Lions are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And here's a handoff out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why other teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Uchenna Nwosu in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll find Metcalf. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Working with a 2nd and 3. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't get up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Well, we'll see what his offense can do. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Play action, they'll throw, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Normally I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. It's complete. Slings it out to his running back. But he will not get away. He stops short of the marker. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll run on the inside handoff. 43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Wilson. This will be caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Russell Wilson with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Uchenna Nwosu, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on 4th down, but they're going once more. They're going to try and throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. On first down, Wilson being chased out left. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On second and very short, Wilson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, the great coach has said football's really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. Escapes the defender. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers are able to add on to their first-half lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to be set up with excellent field position past the 45. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
A nice throw right there. And, Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer.
Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
Kicks it on the ground with a squib, taken around the 28. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Packers. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. It's a squibber picked up around the 27.
They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will find his man, Samuel. And in for the Lions touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. They'll try and throw for it. And the Lions are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
At their own 32-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Wilson. His throw incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Hands it off out of the gun. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Now a handoff looking right. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for the end zone. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. De'Ami Brown with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Sly on for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Packers 35, Lions 21. Jody Sly set to kick off.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. He'll drop to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Touchdown, Detroit! Terry McLaurin, 37 yards. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Lions 28.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head. Scratcher there, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Buying time to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Terry McLaurin with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Pulls it in at the 13 and makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 104 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On the option, a handoff to Carson. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. 2nd and 9. Wilson will hand to Carson on the option. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Tucker now for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
They'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Packers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he's out of bounds, but not before getting across the 50 to the 45.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. This will be caught by Brown. Brown has the first down and much more. And down to the 28-yard line. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. They'll look to throw here. Takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Well, we saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go. His first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last, because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We had a high-scoring first half, and that really has continued here into the second half.
If you like defense, there's no way you can continue to watch this, but you probably are with your fingers spread, right? Watching them through those eyes, trying to say, my goodness, when can they stop someone? But this game is so much fun if you're watching it, because the competitiveness of both offenses going at each other, it's been a blast.
A lot of entertainment. The Packers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A little costly there. You wipe out the first down. You also move further back.
No doubt about it. So you went from moving the sticks to them staying in the same spot, except for that one guy carrying the yard marker. He moves back farther.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
A run now with a tight end Fant.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No, this offense is staying put. They're just 1 for 4 in these situations so far, but they're going again on 4th down. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Lions will take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Steps away. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll set up a throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. Touchdown! It's complete. De'Ami Brown with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. from the gun. He'll hand this off. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Let's go, D. Hey, 0-0-0.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's got room. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. He's back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They try to take a shot there on 2nd down, and that leaves them because of the incompletion. A very tricky 3rd and 10.
And with a time situation, you would expect them to try and get it all in this one play. But there's still enough time. If you can take something shorter, gain some yardage, make it a more manageable 4th down if you need to.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It got his man complete. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That means there's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he finds McLaurin. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably doing play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Going for it on the road. Want to win it right now?
Want to win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. It's incomplete. They gambled for the win, and they trail by 1 here in the final moments. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a camper on this one. Well, this was a good one. Excitement all the way to the end. You had the points, and then they were hoping for the miracle there on the onside kick. Couldn't get it recovered, and that was your ball game.
And I'm of the opinion that any time you actually do recover an onside kick, it almost is a miracle. It takes so many things going right to make it happen. It didn't in this case, and they walk off a victor.
So for Green Bay, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town.